it still goes back to the same thing. If you love what you're doing,
Yeah.
you can tolerate a lot.
I love people.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I am
You're a
so interested.
people-oriented person.
I'm so interested. I get, when I think about you and I get tears in my eyes because I just love people, and
Well,
I just enjoy people. I like seeing them, John. I like talking to them. I don't know. I think we miss it. We go past people sometimes that are such treasures. And they've got things in their heart that they need to share. Mm-hmm. And they need to plant that in somebody's life. And it will change somebody's life for the better.
possibly, yeah.
It really, I don't know, I think about...
Well, what is your son doing now?
Well, I tell you what I told him about a year or so ago. I guess it might have been 2 years ago. You know, Colson's been with me forever, working with me. I put him on a bulldozer when he was 12. Okay, he's always been working and working with me. But I told him a while back, about 2 years ago, I said, now your mommy and I, we ain't planning on working forever like this. You know, we're going to quit working like we're working. And so, you know, you need a job and you need to do so. He said, so he went down Southwest and made his CDL. Because he'd always drove a truck, but never had a license. And he went down there, took the course, made his CDL. And a week later, Pepsi hired him. And he loves it. Leaves out 2:30 every morning, going to work, drives all the way to Whitfield. And it works.
You're kidding.
Works every day, loves it. I mean, makes more money than I ever made at a job. Okay? He makes good money. Loves the people.
Married?
Married. Got a little boy. And doing really good. Him and his wife. They live right beside of us. So we eat supper together, 3 or 4 times a week.
Oh.
And they live right beside of us. So, I mean, I don't know.
So you've got a pretty tight connection.
Oh, yeah. See, two of my kids live within sight of my house. And we eat supper together.
Now, is that where do you live now?
I'm down on Maple Street now.
On Maple Street.
Yeah, Steele's Lane. But
down there where the horse ring was?
Yeah, So right there, and then my other daughter connects right with the property, and Nicholson lives right beside of me. So we stay right there close together and enjoy it. But I'm blessed. It's a season, and I enjoy it. I mean, I work hard now, Janice and I do, to make sure we spend time with each other, because I'm foolish to think I'm going to feel better next year than I do this year. I just don't know. I feel all right, and I can go.
Yeah, well, see, my situation's different. I feel pretty good.
Yeah.
But I don't know about my wife.
Right. I know that's hard.
She had that stroke, and she has. And
John, tell me this: when we talk about coming to the Lord,
right?
I mean, how was that journey? How did you come to know the Lord? When we talk about this, how was that journey?
John, I don't know if I'm framing this right, but I've always, when I was younger, I went to church a lot. I went to Greek church, when I was a young person.
Right.
We were in Martins Ferry High. I have never been one that has been, I believe in God and all that He does and can do. But I never have been someone to go to church every Sunday. Mm-hmm. And my wife's just the opposite. Now we've come with peace with that.
Right.
But I feel like I'm just as good a Christian, and I believe just as much, maybe more so than a lot of those people that go to church every Sunday, John.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, and it's not up to me to judge. It's up to me to determine what's good for me. But I'm telling you, I just never have been one to go. But I've had a lot of experience, like I said, in Greek church.
Right.
That was quite a deal, and they they taught it in Greek.
Right.
Well, you know, we're not in that category anymore.
Right.
And but my wife has always been a Baptist, and there for a while I did go with her a lot, but I'm just not as good at that as I
You know,
should
the
be.
thing is that your relationship with you and the Lord.
That's the main thing.
Okay,
And that's what I try to tell Pat. You know, Pat, I don't have to go, maybe I should, but I don't have to go every Sunday in order to feel good about where I stand with the Lord. I say my prayers every night. I thank Him for my blessings.
Right.
I try to thank Him for the blessings of others,
Right.
just like the president. So I feel like I'm doing something, but I know that I could do more.
Yeah. And I think, see, that's important and I think we all got that. I mean, there's a part of me that we always think we can do more. And but I think the important thing, and I've been blessed in the last couple years to meet a lot of old hippies. Okay?
Learn what?
Old hippies. You know, the hippie type people that we talked about years ago, that generation. And I hear them talk about, I've sit with some of them, they talk about the good man upstairs. They don't really even know that much about the Lord. But they'll talk about it, and I've had them just talk about how they love the Lord, they love this. And I've had people that write me letters, John, and say, Brother Dash, I'm not a Christian, but I pray for you every day. And it's fascinating to me.
Yeah.
And I'm a believer that there's going to be people in heaven that didn't know they were going.
Oh, I think you're
Okay?
probably right.
I really believe that.
Yeah.
And I think I studied one time, and I've shared this a while back with a friend of mine. I studied for a whole year on nothing but God the Father. And I relate that back to my relationship between a father and my children. How much I want to do for my children, as rotten as I am. I'm just an old fleshly man. But I'm looking for things to do for them. I'm not looking for ways to hurt them.
No, well, that's what I was trying to allude to you in terms of my girls. Now, what I have tried to do is prepare them for what they might receive.
Right.
And Kelly, she's been a hard worker all her life, and she currently runs a 50-park trailer park.
Right.
Now, my other daughter, she was going to be a nurse, and I think came within a year of that, and married. That was Karen.